YouTube. Out on a nice Monday morning. It's Labor Day, so I figured why not get out and ride. Do a little back roads. Figure I'd take you guys along with me and make a little video out of it. It's a nice nice day out, or it's a nice morning, I should say. I think it's supposed to get up towards 100 degrees later on, so I was like, well, if I'm gonna go out, I might as well go out now. On the throttle. But yeah, I didn't really have any topic per se for this one. I figure I'd just kind of chat or just kind of ride, and been trying to, you know, I'm trying to put up a little bit more content. I know I just put up a video the other day. I was saying it's just been so brutally hot that it's really just not even been fun to ride. Or like I was talking about in the last video, it's like it's so hot that the only way you're gonna feel comfortable to ride is if you're wearing a t-shirt. And I used to do that like years ago, and I don't know, I just can't bring myself to do it again. Oh, here we go. Stabilizer to work. But yeah, like I said, I don't know, I can't bring myself to wear a t-shirt anymore, and I was like, at the bare minimum I gotta have a jacket on, and I mean obviously gloves. I really don't get how guys ride without gloves. That one gets me. I'm like, that's even more than not riding with a jacket. Like that one really blows my mind, because if you go down, 9 out of 10 times, the first thing that's going to hit the ground is your hands, and that's just due to instinct. I mean, if you're just standing still and you're going to fall, your body just instinctively puts out your hands. Like it's automatic. Like you don't even have to think about it. You actually have to think about it to stop from doing that, just because it's just natural. So for guys that don't even wear gloves, I'm like, man, if something were to happen, you go down, I mean, forget it. But yeah, I was out here the other day, and I had never gone this way before. Damn, you're from Utah? You're way from out of town. Never gone straight through this area before until the other day, and I was like, oh, they got some good curves. So figured I'd come back out here and hit these roads. I'm gonna have to go around this car. I hate doing this because it kind of makes me look like an ass, but I'm just trying to ride. Especially when they're already kind of going quick. There's another one in front of them. Yeah, it's like I hate blowing by people, especially like when they're already doing like 15 over, and they're kind of like, well, damn, dude, I was trying to speed up for you, and then you blow by them, and it makes you look like an ass. But it's like, it's not personal. I'm just trying to zip around. And it's really bad whenever you do that and you come up to like a stop. It gets a little awkward. going out here? Oh, that's pretty. Wow. It's a big lake. Got some kids tubing over there. Yeah, we're coming up on almost 10,000 miles, believe it or not. At 96, almost 9,700 miles. So I'll do a like a 10,000 mile review once I hit it. Let you guys know my thoughts. I mean, obviously I'm gonna be biased because I still own the bike 10,000 miles later. So you can probably guess what my my opinion is going to be, but yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see, I mean, you know, obviously let me know down in the comments. One guy a few videos back, it cracked me up. He was like, we want to see more wheelies, and I missed the opportunity because I was gonna do a video on how to do, like, what I was gonna type, because, you know, like, as a relatively nobody YouTuber, well, not relatively, a nobody YouTuber, I got, you know, hardly any audience. I was gonna do, you kind of have to, like, title your videos, you know, to try and get a little bit more attention. I'm not saying like clickbait, but, you know, make the title seem, you know, a little bit interesting, more than just like saying, like, here's what I'm doing, you know, riding a motorcycle, talking to myself. I was gonna do a video on how to do unlimited power wheelies and controlled power wheelies, because this bike is really good for that, and I'm sure, you know, other 1000s maybe too, but with this one, with the way that the traction control works, it will allow you to basically power wheelie, and it will hold it as long as you can kind of manage it, and it won't loop the bike. Now, I will say that it's not really a good way to learn how to wheelie, because you're not learning throttle control, you're not learning how to use your rear brake, you know, all the usual stuff. But for most people, that's not going to be going around doing clutch ups, and especially on 1000s. I mean, unless you know how to wheelie coming into a 1000, I don't think a lot of people learn to wheelie on a 1000, especially doing clutch ups and stuff. It's just like, well, it's just kind of risky. So with this, with the traction control, if you you get in the right RPM, you know, first gear, and you just kind of yeet the throttle, you know, the front wheel will come up because it's got the power, so you're power wheeling. But with the traction control, it will essentially kind of flutter the power. It'll flutter the throttle so that the front wheel never really gets beyond a certain point off the road, which can be kind of cool, because again, if, you know, you're just rolling along and sometimes you pass a car and kids are like, oh, give me a wheelie, you know, if you drop it to first, you can kind of pop one real easily, so it's fun to do that. But I was going to do a video on it right before I went and got my new rear tire put on, and then I forgot to do it, and I was like, I don't want to do it now that I just got this fresh tire put on, because what I've noticed happened is, like, if you kind of get in the habit of doing that a lot, the tire becomes flat. I mean, it might be common sense, but that tire will become real flat in the center, you know, and that's just not something you want to do for longevity of the tires, essentially. Because tires are not cheap. And I run a triple compound tire, so I like the Bridgestone Battle Axe S22s. Tires are like oil. I mean, you could ask 20 different people and get 20 different opinions. So I just feel like the only way you'll really know is if you try it and use it. And this bike came with the Bridgestone Battle Axe RS11s, so Racing Street 11. Those were good tires. There's nothing wrong with them really, but it's like, well, if you're gonna put on new ones, you might as well just try stuff out and see what you like. And I like the Bridgestone, so I was like, well, I'll try out these S22s, and I've really liked them. So this is my second set of S22s, and I really like them because, like I said, they're a triple compound. A lot of tires are dual compound. So with the triple compound, it's basically, if you think of like a cone, it's like the dead center is the hardest part of the tire, and then as you work your way out, it gets softer and softer. So I really like that for my kind of riding, because I like to hit back roads, but I also really like to do highway runs. And so I found that the S22s with the triple compound were a good kind of happy medium there, where it's the hardest in the dead center, and then the second layer is softer, and then the outermost layer is really soft. So it kind of gives you some versatility as far as how you want to ride. Like if you want to do some more highway runs, you know, you can kind of do that a little bit longer without the tire wearing down, and you can still go hit the back roads and be just fine. So, but the tire I had just replaced, I had gotten so used to doing those power wheelies like all the time that the dead center of the tire was just almost flat, and it looked like I just basically rode in a straight line all the time. You know, and as people in the motorcycle world, you know, everybody likes to kind of give you a hard time about chicken strips and whatnot. And although I'll say that as a new rider, yeah, that can kind of like, you think you need to ride a certain way to remove chicken strips, but once you kind of start riding for a while, it's kind of like you get over that, you stop caring, you ride your own ride. It's like, so what if you have chicken strips? But yeah, so once this tire gets worn down, I'll probably do that video, because it's pretty cool, and show everybody how to do it. I don't want to say it's like safe, but if you're gonna try and do wheelies, that's probably about as safe as you're gonna get without like really worrying about like looping your bike. So, man, I love this cruise control. This is just so nice, because it's so easy to just want to just be aggressive all the time on a bike like this. So it's good to like have the cruise control to kind of help you, you know, just kind of sit up and relax for a minute. I'm gonna pick up the speed just a touch. Just be able to sit up, adjust the helmet, and stand up, adjust the pants, catch a breeze. There's a Harley rider behind me. I'm sure he's probably like, what the hell is that guy doing? Just riding my own ride, brother. But yeah. But yeah, so it's tough sometimes to come up with ideas for videos, because I just feel like if people who watch the sport bike videos, unless you're already famous, you know, like a lot of the big YouTubers like Fastlane D and you know, 650E and MK, all those really big guys, they could just go out and literally just film themselves riding around town and going to a Cars and Coffee, and it'll get like a boatload of views. And I'm not doing this for views by any means. Like, I know that this really ain't gonna lead anywhere. I just like to do it for fun. But like, I feel like unless you're already at that point, if you want to get views, you gotta ride like crash test goat or something. Like, you gotta ride crazy, and that, I don't know, I don't want to ride like that. It's just not for me. Like, I like to go fast, and every now and then, if you get me in the right mood, I'll get her going, but not all the time, not just for views. So, but hey, like I said, I always will say, to each their own, ride your own ride. So, man, it feels so good out. This is nice. It's like a tease, because I know it's going to get 100 degrees today. You really got to use your body to swing this thing around when you're riding in cruise control. It takes some practice. You'll kind of just instinctively start to lean, left or lean right without even thinking about it. Just kind of become one with the bike. But yeah, I know this has just been kind of a rambly video. Like I said, I didn't really have much to chat about. I was like, well, it's a nice day out. Might as well just take the camera, hit some back roads, check out some new locations, and make a video out of it. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see, I mean, let me know. Or like I said, I mean, if you guys like watching these and just don't mind kind of cruising or doing random things, I'm more than happy to put more up. Hopefully, as the weather gets cooler here in the near future, I'll be able to come out more. I'm just really not one of those guys that wants to ride in 100-degree heat. It's just not for me. So I usually wait until it gets cooler. I mean, I'll do like upper 80s or even lower 90s, but still, it's just 100-something degrees. I just it's not for me. There's the Harley boy back there. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.